that's happening at the after party tonight. I've never done stand-up before. Right now, some of you are almost wondering now and maybe thinking maybe there's a reason for that. But you'll find that out soon enough, those of you who decide to come to the after party. Was that shameless self-promotion? Or is there such a thing as shameless self-promotion? What am I talking about? All right.
So y'all, here's what's gonna happen. If you have a question, I'm gonna come around, I'm gonna bring the mic to you, you can ask your question. We would like for you to stand up, do it if you don't want to stand up, that's still cool too. And in that way he'll get to answer the question. So I'm gonna be running around, it might take me a minute because these boots, man.
With those boots, but he's still very well, he's fit. He's physically fit, so he'll get there quickly. Quicker than I would.
So who has a question? Who has a question? Oh, got one right here in the front.
All right, let's get to it. Hi.
What was the hardest thing for you to voice in courage?
The hardest thing for me to voice in courage. That's a very, I don't know that I've gotten that question. I should have gotten that question, but it's interesting. What was hard? I mean, to a certain extent, it was all sort of, you know, discovering it for the first time, kind of. Every time I did do something, it was for the first time, you know. And so, but I would have to say that certainly the screams were very taxing, because I realized that the only way that they would be really, truly effective is if I am actually sounding almost pained during it. So in order to do that, I had to actually create natural pain for myself. Now, I'm reminded, by the way, of the moment in the movie Marathon Man that Dustin Hoffman and Laurence Olivier were working, and there was a running moment. Dustin Hoffman was running, and then he had a scene where he has to come in after the running, and he decided to run a lot, so he'd be out of breath. And after we did that, Olivier said, you know, my dear boy, you could try acting. Somehow that sort of fits in somehow with this creating pain thing. So I thought I'd share that with you. Thank you. How many people like that story?
Just
gibberish.
Just speaks complete gibberish.
Yes.
And I was wondering, where did that character trait actually come about, and what was it like actually?
Honestly, that one was, you know, pretty much from Dilworth himself, John Dilworth, who basically said, you know, he put it actually in the script, gibberish, like he's, and then I would do like, you know, whatever, and you'd see a monster, and you'd see, you know, somebody, you know, all these different little things, but also being carried by the gibberish. So he said courage, gibberish. I figured out how that might sound. Seemed to work out pretty good.
Question here?
No. Maybe 85 to 100. In the mountains. 200? All right. Wow. So there's no place. So you know what? Stay where he is, put up with the monsters, and then deal with it. Yeah.
I've got a question for you. I know anybody else got a question? Okay, we're gonna come that way too. What process were you going through as far as to prepare to do your voice for your character? Because I know like every actor, every artist is a little differently. Like they do certain things and just get their voice tone ready. What do you go through, or what did you go through just kind of getting yourself prepared to do that voice?
You need to prepare my voice for it?
Yes.
The only things, honestly, I'm notorious for doing nothing. Notorious for not doing any preparation or any care for my voice, which could explain why it now has this general, even more raspiness than it had back years ago. But it's charming as hell, isn't it? Anyway, but no, what I would sometimes do is I would gargle warm salt water sometimes. Where's the person that was asking the question? Where?
I'm here.
Oh,
it was me. I asked the question. I'm sorry, I'm moving while I'm asking.
No, but I forgot it was the man who's. I was looking for an audience member.
It's the man in the suit this time, the man in the suit.
But the other thing would be to sometimes do a little bit of warm up, like a little vocalization, like that sort of thing, to try to get it smooth and get it used to moving. Little jump start. I'll do that sometimes. Mostly nothing though. There he is.
All right, better than that. Give another round of applause. Come on.
What's going on, Smoky Mountain? What's up, mountain folk? Hey! Oh, I'm gonna kill Gray when she gets down here. Hold on, let me turn this off. Hey! Bam! How you doing?
Great to have you here, sir. How you doing?
I need my shoes back when you're done with them.
So y'all, here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna do a Q&A session here on this part here. We're gonna talk about the Weekenders and Fairly Odd Parents. And we're gonna bring up Gray as well, so please welcome Gray. Come on up. Give her a round of applause. Got the other mic here as well. If you want to, y'all more than welcome to have a seat. So y'all, we're gonna talk Weekenders, Fairly Odd Parents. We won't, no questions about movies, please. So we're gonna talk about the projects there on that part. I'm gonna make my way around and I'll let them ask the questions.
I love it.
That way you all can answer on that part, so I'll be maneuvering around and catch up on that portion there.
Dig it. How you doing?
I'm great.
I miss you.
They just went to take me to my photo op, and I was like, I can't because I'm going to do a panel right now. And they were like, oh, well, you're not doing a photo op? And I'm like, well, I am, but I think they moved it. If anyone has a photo op with me right now, just follow me over there.
You're gonna have to wait. This is what's gonna happen. Well, they double booked you. Okay, that's great. Well, they because you're so versatile. Like she could do that, two things at once. Oh my gosh, what's going on, everybody? Who's seen The Weekenders?
Wow, that's why it's not, because it's not in Disney Plus.
It's not. I know.
I don't know why they don't pick up.
I found out there's a lot of shows that are on the Aladdin cartoons not on Disney Plus either. Gosh.
The vault. We're stuck in the vault.
But I like that was the first time you and I worked together was on The Weekenders. Yes.
I was all excited because I thought you were James Marsden, and I like.
Hold on. I'm gonna give you this mic here because that one seems to be shorting out.
I did that when I first did The Weekenders with Jason. I thought he was James Marsden, the actor from
X-Men.
Yes.
Notebook.
And I went and got my hair done. I was like, James Marsden, oh my God. I went and got a blowout and my makeup done. And I was like, oh, he's still hot, but he's not James Marsden.
Thank you for, I didn't know where you're going with that. I was like, this is hurtful.
No, you know you're hot.
Hi, Barbie.
Hey. Oh, I love it. Is that Remy?
That's not Remy.
Oh,
Remy was next to me.
I was Harley. I was like, wow, she changes
She's
quickly.
that good, yes.
She is.
Oh my gosh. So we're gonna talk, what was the other show that we're talking about? Weekenders and?
Yeah, they tell me we're doing this Fairly Odd Parents and Weekenders Q&A panel is what I've got on my notes.
He doesn't know anything about either show. That's why he's having everybody else ask us the questions.
Okay, gotcha.
I know, I'm on to that trick. I've done that. Very much like Catwoman on Batman. And I also played Mrs. Waxenplatt, the lady who was the principal at the school. And I played like Trixie, like the one, not Trixie Tang, but like the one that was like, Ice Queen! She was like one of the popular girls. Anyway, and I played a kid who talked like this. I think his name was like Wilbur, something. He had like a zit.
A boil!
Yes. Oh, yeah, I played that kid. Yes.
You were so good. That was such a fun. I love the energy on Fairly Odd Parents. It was just, because I'm one of those arrogant actors that I don't like line readings. But when you work on Fairly Odd Parents, Butch Hartman has such a very unique sense of comedy. He's like louder and faster, and he'll always let me try it, and then he'll do it. He's like, no, do it like this, and I'll just do it like him. It ends up being a whole lot better.
I hate line readings, but like you said, unless I can't get it the way they want, I was like, give me a chance to do it first and then tell me what to do. But yeah, there's a new director on something that's driving me crazy, and I really want to, I don't want to like get off on the wrong foot because he really is kind of helping out, but I'm just like, I a couple times was like, well, let me just, like I was like, can I just give it a?
Do you remember we did this thing was called Jasper? It was about a donkey. Remember that? And I got really upset at the director, and I'm like, okay, why don't you just read it? Thinking that I would piss her off even more. And she's like, okay. And then she read it, and I just caught. I was like, hey, it'll get us out of here faster.
I remember that it was like a little. It was like the book, the children's book. It was like a little horse gift moment. Right
Yes,
now.
exactly. Yes. Frankie Muniz was the original voice of Chester in the Fairly Odd Parents. I found him in the parking lot one day. No, he got busy being an on-camera actor. You got Malcolm in the Middle, and he was so busy. I didn't know I was replacing anybody when I auditioned for it. I was like, oh, this guy looks like he talks like this. He's got some braces. He's always smiling. And then I didn't find out for weeks that I'd replaced anybody. But Frankie, if you heard, he was just using his own natural voice. So I was happy I was happy he got work. They brought me on, and then they let me do my own thing.
About what part of the show was him and then transitioned into the middle?
And what part did I start? I don't know. I don't remember. I don't know how many seasons. I don't know.
He was saying usually he can hear a difference, like in as far as from one person to the next. That's why he was wondering at what point did y'all transfer over.
It would have been nice of them to tell you who you were matching, so people didn't go, God, Jason doesn't do a very good voice match. You probably could have done it really well.
They didn't say anything about a voice match. They didn't say replace it. He was like, this is this. Send me a picture of it, and that. Yep.
Well, I was gonna say it's always good when you there's Maria Bamford. She's a comedian, amazingly talented, and she gets very successful about every 3 years. She'll get a TV show or like a big movie or something, and I'm always so happy because I take over for her until she's done, and then I'm always like, okay, come on back, she comes back. I never am like mad about her giving it back to her, but I'm like, I'll hold this for a while. Yeah.
Yeah, do you guys know there's lots of voice actors that end up doing like the job of like an on-camera celebrity because they get busy. They bring us to do it for a little bit less money, and then they'll come in, they'll fill it out when they're available. That's part of our jobs. Who else do you voice match?
I don't do a lot of voice matching. I mean, Maria and I just have a very similar take on things and a wacky kind of read on. I did the Ice Queen for her on Adventure Time, and then I ended up being more of the Ice Queen than she ever was. She came back for a little bit, but Ice Queen.
That show's so fun. Have you met her? Did you guys talk?
I tried to set her up with my ex-husband. Yeah.
She sounds just like me.
I know. We're both. It's like, you like weirdos? Come on. Wait, no. They went on a date. He really liked her, but they went on like one really good date, and then she was like, "Great, he was great, but I think I met somebody that I really, really like," and I thought that was just her way of like getting out of it. I was like, "Oh, I've done that before." Where it's like, "I really like you, but I just started seeing this other person." And I was like, "That's that old lie." But she married the guy that she had just.
Oh, okay. She's committing to that lie.
Like,
okay.
Wow, really? Yeah. I was like, "You're really scared of me."
1, 2. Don't forget, you can also catch Jason and Gray at their tables right over here to my left, your right. They'll be signing autographs, pictures, and everything on that part. Gray is heading towards her photo op to get a photo op done for people who signed up for that. But Jason will be over at his table where he can do meet and greets as well with them folks. And he'll be right over there in just a few minutes with you all. Coming up around 12:45, I have the Q&A panel with the Impractical Joker. Enjoy Patrol! Keep it going, up next!
Hello. Hey, how's everybody doing?
Great. Just one. Hi, everybody. Oh my God, that's my song.
That was your song.
I love that song. Who did it? Hi, everybody. Hey. Can you hear us? Yes? All right, good. I'm Murr.
I'm Joey. Ooh, I'm louder than you. Always bald. That's because we got to just.
Hello? Oh, I want this one.
No, but you're supposed to project. That's what people do.
I'm not a singer like you, Joey
That's nothing to
Fatone.
do with singing. It's projecting.
Guys, it's Joey Fatone from NSYNC. I am
Jokers.
fangirling out. I really am.
Me too.
You are so much more handsome
In person.
in person.
Me too.
Than
I mean, you too.
Yeah, right. People come up to me, they're like, Murr, you're so much balder in person. Yeah, no shit. Hi, everybody. Hi, Joey.
Hi, Murr.
How you doing? Our first time Smoky Mountain Fan Fest. We're excited to be here.
We all having a good time so far, everybody?
Yeah?
Yeah, give a round of applause for the staff and everybody that's been helping out here.
Yeah.
Give a round of applause. There's a bunch of people out here obviously doing things for you guys to have fun and for us knuckleheads to be here.
So a lot of this is your time. We're going to take lots of Q&A throughout the thing. But by the way, can I tease an upcoming episode of Impractical Jokers? So,
Two teams.
so the season finale coming up in a few months. The season finale, season 10, none other than Joey Fatone is in the entire episode. And he loses the episode, and for the first time in Impractical Jokers history, we punish someone that's not ourselves. He gets punished.
And you loved every minute of it.
Absolutely. We injected him with Novocaine, and he had to sing like, NSYNC songs. He had to wet his pants in front of 50 people. And then at the end of the punishment, we tattooed something, you can see it at his booth. We tattooed his leg, and it said Joey Fatone's Dance Party, but we misspelled his last name, and it says Joey Fartone. Fartone.
So nice of them. Yeah, it's real, it's tattooed, and it's forever on my body. Thank you. Appreciate it.
What was it like being on Impractical Jokers for a full episode, Joe?
It was nerve-wracking. I will tell you that. People always say, "Oh, get up there! I can do it! I can do it!" To try to urinate in front of 50 people that don't know what's going on, they thought either I was having a stroke or a heart attack.
I'll tell you what. Let's everybody put in $10. We'll get Fatone to pee on stage right now. Let's go.
No, it's not comfortable. It's not fun. See what happens when you're loud?
Fucking dying.
When you're loud.
I'm sorry.
You know what?
That's
Maybe
one,
maybe
two,
because you're too loud.
Testing 1, 2. Testing this one.
See? Maybe you're too loud. Bro.
Can you? All right. So it's we met Fatone, the guys that I met. He was just on social media first, right?
Believe it or not, I met these guys on Twitter. Sal and actually Q had a show called What Say You podcast, and they were talking about Superman symbols, I remember, and Sal...
That's right.
Have you ever seen the Food and Wine Festival at Epcot? They have a Food and Wine Festival in Orlando, Florida. I do a show every year, so Murr's going to be coming up and singing, which I'm sure you would love to see because it's hilarious and it's amazing. He's got a great voice.
I try.
No, but it's fun when you dance around, but you have a great... There you go. You want that? There you go. There you go, man.
You have to learn how to use this. You got to put the volume up so you can talk to everyone. This is how you do it, Murr. Hello? Oh, Jesus, are you there?
Wow, that's good. Anyway, so should we open up the? I love to open the floor to hear questions. What you guys got to say? Yeah.
Do we have an extra microphone? We're trying.
Who's got a question?
Does anybody have a question? Anybody have a question?
Yeah, let's use that.
Alright. Use my microphone. Man, I'll use this.
Check one.
Check.
All right, here we go. Who's got a question?
You like to prank the best?
What actors do
What actor would you like to prank the best, sir?
you mean somebody that hasn't been on the show yet? Steve Carell or Jim Carrey or Zach Galifianakis or Jack Black? Right? How amazing would that be?
No.
Okay.
Anybody else have a question?
What's going on?
Over there, hang on.
Guys, find Joey Fatone with the megaphone. Do I watch my own episodes? Can I tell you something?
Yes, he does.
I don't have cable TV, so I can't watch the show. If anybody has a password I could steal, please. I can't watch it. I can't watch it. Joey, what are you doing? Why would you get people to line up in the middle to ask a question? What are you doing? Has my New York, do you guys know what he's talking about, my New York driver's license?
Yes.
Has it expired? You're talking about the punishment where the guys shaved off my eyebrows and I had to go to the DMV and get a brand new driver's license, which I got the license in 2016, which means that I have 3 more years of looking like a baked potato serial killer. Just so you see. 3 more goddamn years. You see this? Look at this. Look. You see this?
Very old, Mark. Very old.
I know. This is crazy, right? So Q, oh, it does sound good over here. Okay. Q says that I look like Lex Luthor's, you know what? What's that? There is only a single punishment that never wound up on TV. Oh no, there's 2. There's 2. One was, it was my punishment in season 1. I lost the episode and they wanted me to ride a mechanical bull in like this tough guy biker bar. But they dressed me up in like little short shorts and a crop top. The problem was it looked like I was just having too much fun, so they couldn't air it. The second one that never aired was we went to a children's park, and you know how like parents baby talk their kids, like, oh, you should do whatever. The challenge was to baby talk strangers' children, and then start baby talking the parents, and try to get them to baby talk back to you. But guess what happens when 4 middle-aged men without kids start acting funny in a kids' park? The SWAT team descended on the park and we almost got arrested.
I said, screen out. I'm not running around anymore.
What was your favorite episode?
What was your favorite episode?
Favorite episode? I have a favorite moment. My favorite moment is there was a challenge where we're working as receptionists, you know, and Joe was sitting on one of those bouncy balls for like good posture, you know, and we said, Joe, when you go to sit down, fly off the ball. So he sits, he bounces, he knocks the garbage pail over, a half-eaten ham sandwich falls out. He then on the ground starts eating the sandwich going, nom, 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 right? Q laughed so hard he physically throws up. The sound of Q throwing up makes Sal so nauseous he also throws up. Meanwhile, I'm eating roast pork lo mein the whole time, oblivious. My favorite minute of the show.
Mine was Joe Gatto when he had the baseball.
Oh my
That's a good one.
God.
I've never seen him stress out so much.
Excruciating. Yeah.
Question over here.
Oh, sultry? Sorry. If you're horny, let's do it. Ride it, my pony, my saddle's getting burned.
This ain't that kind of show, lady. Okay?
It just was.
This is not Magic Myrrh. Okay? It's not.
It's a very short Magic Myrrh show. Very small.
It's a very small Magic Myrrh show.
I got
do
two.
you remember the punishment where they pierced my nipples and everything? On the wheel was to pierce the, you know, Magic Myrrh, right? And, but by the way, since that punishment, they immediately took the nipple piercings out and they stretched my nipples out as a result. So I have very pointy nipples, so whenever I do cons, my wife makes me put on pasties. It's the only thing that keeps these from poking your eyes out.
But she's the one that said that to you?
Yeah. I always see all these photos from cons, and it's just the headlights on high beam, you know? So I had to cover them up.
I like your high beams, He has the ferret on his leg tattooed on his leg there.
You've taken off more things today with your nipples, your legs.
I mean, you've already all seen me naked on TV. There's nothing to hide.
Well, get an OnlyFans then. Why not? Might as well. Dude, you can do that with the nips.
Only nips.
Only nips. Where did this go?
250 over here. I got 250 over here. Do I got 400
It's
over
in
here?
the thousands.
The thousands.
Way more.
Say it now. Just say it.
$3,275.
three.
How about you, buddy? How much money?
How much?
12,000?
1,500.
10,000? What do you say?
He said 10. Somebody
10,000?
back here.
Yeah. 5,000? Yeah.
1,500. 20,000.
How much?
Back here in the corner, 20,000.
15,000. Yes. 20,000 and? Okay, I will tell you, somebody in the audience got it exactly right. Anybody have a Sharpie? So I only have a 20. So do you mind if I autograph this?
Instead of a 10, you get a 20. Who was it? $5? How much was it?
That was what he made from his OnlyFans.
Yeah.
This is nipple money right here. So the kid that said $10,000, where are you? Exactly right.
There you go. Congratulations.
There you go. There you go.
That's some expensive hair.
I'm coming after you for Tony's money.
Yeah, it is my money. That's 10%.
Thanks,
All right.
Any other questions?
She snatched it.
This is the first panel that pays you back.
Right back here.
What's your favorite punishment that happened to another guy?
My favorite punishment is Joe is Captain Fatbelly on top of the tram, where he's like, "Yo, Manhattan, stop it!" It's so funny. And I love Joe as the genie. Genie does as you wish. Because he's all blue. He's got a giant blue gut. His big eyes, his big nose. It's just so funny to me.
I can understand Sal being afraid of spiders, or Q being afraid of spiders, but is Sal really afraid of ants?
Sal is terrified of. Oh, by the way.
Of everything.
So we had an idea. I'm going to run it by you guys, but no one posts this on social media. So my table is right next to the guy from Terrifier, the clown movie, right? Anybody seen that? Or you know the movie, right? Really, really scary. He brought up the idea this morning to me. I think it's brilliant. Since Sal is so afraid of clowns, why don't we have him on an episode to terrify Sal next season? What do you say? I think it's great. Yeah. So in answer to the question, when Sal was like 12 years old, a kitten attacked him and scratched him in the face, and now he's been irrationally afraid of cats ever since. But now he's 47 and he's like 220 pounds.
And
like, get over it.
And I thought a lot of it was BS, but the funny part was when I was hosting the show for them and I'm holding the cue cards in my hand, he's sitting next to me, and as I'm holding the cue cards, he keeps bending the corner because he thinks it's gonna poke him in the eye.
Isn't that weird?
I'm like, bro, I'm that far away from you and it's paper. I'm not gonna just wing it in your face. He goes, I know. And every time I'd fold it back, he'd fold it again. I'd fold it back up, he'd fold it again. And he was dead serious.
He's a real jerk.
Serious.
A real jerk.
In the ER because any of your stunts.
I've been to the hospital so many times because of Impractical Jokers. So many times. There was an episode where the guys dared me to climb into an ice cream cart. And so I did. I have shorts on and I'm inside the cart, but I didn't realize there's dry ice on the bottom of the cart. And so I'm in there for 10 minutes. I came out, suddenly I had third-degree burns in my leg from it. And then there's another time, the dodgeball punishment, I went to the ER. They thought I broke my nose. I had 2 black eyes. So if you go back and watch Sal's psychic punishment, we filmed it on the same day. I have massive amounts of makeup on to cover my black eyes from that punishment we shot in the morning. I've been to the hospital from, do you remember the episode where we were working at Madison Tussauds Wax Museum? And they lathered me up in Vaseline, and Sal then pushed the earpiece back in my ear. Unbeknownst to him, the Vaseline bonded with my ear canal. 2 days later, I was throwing up. I couldn't stand. I kept falling over. My equilibrium was off. It's because the Vaseline was inside my eardrum, and they had to go in and surgically remove it so many times. And I appreciate you so much for bringing out this memories up.
Very dramatic. He's stuff on tour back in the day. I mean, but we had like eating contests, like pizza eating contests, and we dressed up. We had one time for Lance. This is funny. This is how dumb we are. Lance, missed his home. He's from Mississippi. So we're like, yo, man, we know that you miss home. We're gonna bring home to you. He's like, huh? So for his birthday on tour one time, we had a farm in a room. Like literally, we had goats, chickens, hay. We had sheep. We had cows. It was funny. He was like, oh man, thanks guys. I feel at home. Like, yeah, you do, bro. Country. There you go. Which I love. I actually stayed in for the whole day. But yeah, we played jokes on each other every once in a while. One was not a fun one, but I thought it was funny. Chris decided to move his spoon over, Lance's spoon, he was eating ice cream, over a candle. And Lance went to the restroom, and he was in the bathroom for a little bit. Then when he came back, Chris just moved the spoon just a little bit. And Lance went to go grab that spoon. Man, it wasn't fun, but it was sure funny. Yeah.
Not Sal. He sucks. He falls apart. Yeah, I loved doing focus group challenges with Q and Joe, for sure. Sal, can go hell. Talked about it last night. If you ever said that when I was a kid that I'd be friends with you and be hanging out, it would have blown my, I would be like, there's no universe.
And now he performs with me, so he's going to be in
It's wild.
Next week at Epcot, if you're out there.
But I do want you to hear from us too, that and your story's somewhat similar, but we're just guys that grew up together. We never imagined this would be a life where that we'd be successful at it, and you spent so much time in your life not being successful, right? That even the day the show aired, we didn't know whether it'd be canceled the next day or not. And to this day, 13 years later, we still remain the same guys that we were so many years ago. And I want you to hear from me directly that we know that all the good things that have happened, and today, in meeting so many of you, yesterday, today, tomorrow, all of that is because of you. You are not our fans, you are friends, you're family, and we can't thank you guys enough for everything.
Thank you guys. Thank you so much. Speaking of friends, my buddy Jeremy Palco's over there. He's got some artist stuff. He's an actor. A friend of mine actually lives from Florida, Universal. Jeremy, make sure you go and say hi to him. He has no idea he's partnering with somebody. Yeah. Yeah, how do you like that? You like my artwork? Yes, I do. I like your artwork. That's really pretty. Thank you very much. Thank you guys so much.
Love you guys. Thank you.
To the stage, Mr. Scotto!
Scooby-Doo, where are you? Like I take you, Scoob, it's really good to be here. Yeah, oh boy. Man, oh man, oh man. Let's hear it up for the Smoky Mountain Fan Fest, huh? A lot of great people out here. By the way, it's the 25th anniversary of Scooby-Doo on Zombie Island. That's pretty cool. Not only is it the 25th anniversary, but it is the #1 freaking Scooby movie of all time. And I just happened to have voiced it, so. Anyway, that's pretty cool. By the way, if you come back after this deal and you come back to my booth back there, for 1 hour, anybody that comes in, and if you buy a picture, other than this one, and get it signed, I'm gonna sign this one free for you. Scooby-Doo on Zombie Island. So it's a buy one, get one free for 1 hour, just letting you know. All right, so let's get busy. This one in the real life.
Throughout the ages, there has been one hero standing watch over us all. One hero protecting mankind wherever he is needed. He moves in shadows, cloaked in mystery. And now, in the summer of 2002, he will be called upon yet again to save the world.
Da-da-da-da-da-da! Puppy power!
Communists and Scrappy-Doo in Scooby-Doo 2002 this summer.
Remember this one? Scooby-Doo on Zombie Island? That's right. It's the greatest movie on the road. It's the greatest Scooby show. 'Cause monsters are on the prowl. 'Cause it's terror time again. Remember that one? Huh? Or how about this one? Remember when the Hex Girls walked in? Right out of Scooby-Doo, the Witch's Girl? Yeah. And I'm gonna put a spell on you. Gonna put a spell on you. I'm a Hex Girl, and I'm gonna put a spell on you. We're gonna put a spell on you. My favorite, though, is Scooby-Doo and the Alien Invaders. When Shaggy and Scooby fell in love, remember? I met by chance a girl in bell-bottom pants, and she likes to say, groovy. She came out of the blue, and in an instant I knew everything would be groovy. For her I'd climb a mountain, swim the deepest ocean. I'd even help her shopping, that's the depth of my devotion. And even when a dream come true, she's even got a doggy for Scooby-Doo. How groovy, just us two, so groovy. Oh, it's Scooby-Doo, groovy. Our love will never be blue. Now let's take you back just a little bit on some of the others. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I didn't even write the words down to this song, so I'm going to make some of them up, all right? And then I think to write the words down before I do this. It's a new song. It's called Foolsville. Hang on. Them dreams were lean, but then Daphne's daddy pitched in. That's how it all began for Mystery Inc. and the Mystery Machine. That's right. Welcome to Coolsville. You're in Coolsville. Coolsville, USA. There's nothing to fear. Scooby-Doo is here to help chase the monsters away. Oh boy. I tell you, it's good to be here, Randy. I'm telling you, Scooby would have helped if we would have learned the words. Yeah. Here, let's see if we remember this. Daphne, Freddy, they're all best friends. Daphne, Velma. Okay, here we go. Freddy, Daphne, and Velma, they're all best friends. And Shaggy has a funny walk. But then it all kicked in when they all teamed up with a dog. With a dog that could talk. Yeah. Welcome to Coolsville. You're in Coolsville. Coolsville, USA. Well, there's nothing to fear. Scooby-Doo is here to help put some monsters away. Yeah, now we're going to take you through the years of Scooby-Doo. Scooby-Doo. Thank you so much, Scooby-Doo. Where are you? We got some work to do now. Come on. Scooby-Dooby-Doo. Where are you? We need some help from you now. We got a mystery to solve. Scooby-Doo, be ready for your act. Don't hold back. And Scooby-Doo, if you come through, you're gonna have yourself a Scooby snack. That's a fact. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we got it all together for a brand new show. Let's bring you back. We got it all together for a brand new show. Scooby-Doo is here and away we go. While Scooby-Doo is running from a spooky ghost, Shaggy is doing what he loves the most. So come and get involved till the mystery is solved. Hang around for Scooby-Doo. Bum, 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 bum. That's my pal. Scooby-Dooby-Doo. Yabba-dabba-doo. Flintstones, meet the Flintstones. They're the modern Stone Age family. When you're with the Flintstones, have a yabba-dabba-doo time. A yabba-doo time. We'll have a day on time. Yogi Bear's smarter than the average bear, and I've always seen somebody's hair. Find a picnic basket, you will find him there. I just gotta get Yogi out of the ranger's hair. Okay, Yogi, no stealing picnic baskets. Ah, come on, Mr. Ranger. I like food. I gotta
tell you, it's time that we get to the next little song. And let's see, what are we gonna do, Yogi?
Hey, how about this one right here? All right, Hanna-Barbera.
Hi. This is Elroy Jetson, and I'm only 6 years old because I'm a cartoon character. And this is my dog, Astro. That's my George. Oh boy. Stop that, Astro. You're slobbering all over me. Oh, wait. Ooh, hey, this is Papa Smurf. Hey, la la la. Hey, careful guys. No blue humor. Hey, la 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 la. Smurf, a happy song. Hey, la 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 la. Smurfing all day long. Yeah. Hey, what's up, dog? This is Bob. And I'm very happy to do it anytime anybody asks. I said, pay attention, boy. I said, you see that little house over there that says D-O-G? That smells chicken. Go get them, boy. How many remember the TV show Baywatch? So out of all the songs that I've helped to